welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, the internet issues I am having today. Hopefully it will turn around. I don't know what happened. It took forever to like web pages to load, especially like YouTube. The YouTube video, the website took a long time. Like everything else kind of loaded slowly, but the YouTube pages just took forever. So we'll see. Whatever. And it's gonna be like rainy outside, so we'll see how much I actually. So welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on, because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. By doing untilit gives me the opportunity to be able to set aside time to work on projects. You know what I'm saying? So so by doing untilit.works, it consists of ciphers. And with any cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. And a cipher is like a 3-hour block of time. And work sessions are like 45 minutes, focus work, heads down, working on, trying to make some progress. Break sessions are these where I'll pop up on the video, normally around like 15 minutes after the hour, if my internet's not giving me issues, to remind you to take a break. You can get up, walk around, drink some water, and or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. All right, so like I mentioned, I'll pop up on the screen to remind you to take a break. And if you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why the notice there saying may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that, if you click the open close caption button, I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And so if you click that button, a space will open up, and hopefully the words I'm saying will be transcribed accurately and placed in that space. Then there's 2 buttons. Don't worry about them. They're broken. I'll fix them at some point. Maybe the next version. I don't know. Then there's a countdown timer counting when the next work session will start. And then if you'd like to join the chat room to ask questions or what have you, you can do that with the link there. All right, cool. That's that. All right, let me show you all what the work session will look like. Share my screen. All right, so in the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to. On the left, there's an audio player, so if you listen to some tunes while you're working on, you can do that there. Here towards the center, we have the to-do section, where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button, and then add it to the list of tasks. You can edit the task by clicking the text. You can delete it by clicking the X button, or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. I'll then send it to the done section. You click that header done, it'll show you a list of the things you got completed. And if you click that Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a new tab or window, and it'll pre-populate a tweet listing out all the things you got complete with like little check marks next to them. So for me, it's like a good way of seeing. I'll get going to the week. You know what I'm saying? All right. On the right-hand column, we have a countdown timer. Again, the break sessions start around like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So if there's not a particular thing that you want to work on, but you heard web development sounds pretty cool, but you don't know where to start, well, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through them, I think at the end of completing those programs, you have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. So those are there. In addition to those, if you're already into web development and you're looking for like some cool projects to be able to kind of like start and finish and maybe learn something and then get the creative juices going, and you can either extend that project or start something new, maybe it gives you a new idea. I have 3 tutorials that link to the Vonage developer platform. Now, I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are look over tutorials to kind of make sure that they're still good, especially like web development tutorials. So, like, for example, one of them is you follow the tutorial. At the end, you have this web application with an input box and a call button. You put in your real-world phone number in the input box, hit call, and your real-world phone will ring. You'll be able to have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where, like, it's the opposite. We get a virtual number. You link it to that application you create following that tutorial. And from your real-world, call that virtual number in the browser, an application you just created, and have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one like you like log into an application, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth all through the browser. I think some pretty cool stuff. So those are there if you'd like to check them out. Hako we'll come back to, but show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. And then don't worry about the highlight thing that's broken. Maybe I'll fix it. All right, Hako. Hako stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on, maybe you want some feedback, you can create a Hako, which is a room that you can then invite people to join the room. And the hope is that together as a collective, you'll be able to come up with the solution and or feedback on a thing that you're working on. So if you click View Hako, it shows you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on when they logged in with to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to request to join the room. I also added this filter by keyword list. So there's a specific subject or a topic that you may be looking for. Maybe it's in the keyword list. You'll be able to narrow down the results by that. And then if you click Create a Hako, you present it with this form. You put in a title and 3 keywords. You click Create. It'll generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. We've got the title here at the top. You can leave with the leave button over to the right. You can open the menu for some more options. On the right, we have a text chat. We'll come back to that. On the left, we have a countdown timer. Count on when the next break session happens. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. You can then copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter again. Now, when someone clicks to your link, they just don't join your room. They're going to be requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. There, you'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them and kick them out your room. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because, again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. And I think by being able to share your screen, you'll be able to provide the context for the people in the room to be able to get you that help and or feedback because they can see what you're seeing. Now, the way you communicate through the Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat here to the right. You put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, and it'll add it to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled. They'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying, we turn into text and put into the text chat. I also have the opposite available where you enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the Hako or the text chat, you'll still be able to follow along because what messages put into the text chat would be read out aloud by your browser. All right. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, again, check out all the different Hakos that have been created. And yeah, let me get y'all back to work so I can get back to work because my internet look like it's doing all right now. So we'll see what happens. But we'll come back like 15 minutes after the hour and take a look at something I found interesting on the internet. But till then, I'm going to send y'all off with some traveling music. This right here is one of my favorite producers of all time. Goes by the name of Nujabez. It's featuring an artist that goes by the name of Apani B. It's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
Let me start from the heart. I'm exploring state. I thank all the show for love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank all the show for love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I'm exploring state. I thank all the show for love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I'm exploring state. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music